Well, welcome back into Studio 10, where it's time to do the time warp again. And tomorrow you actually can. The Barry Bostwick, our beloved Brad Majors of the original Rocky Horror Picture Show, is coming to Lansing for an unedited screening of the film. So let me start off by saying happy 49th anniversary, Mr. Bostwick. How are you?
Believe it, 49 years. That means we're on our third generation of fans of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And I don't know where they're all coming from. I mean, we do these screenings now, and there's 1,000 people in the audience, and there's virgins, coming out of the woodwork. And I think to myself, where have you been the last 49 years? To be a virgin to not see this movie with a shadow cast is just unbelievable to me, because we're such a, I mean, we're in the Library of Congress, we're the longest continuous running movie in the world, and there's thousands of shadow casts all over the world playing this movie. And if you're a virgin, come down and see us, and we'll make fun of you.
And let me tell you, I know plenty of people cannot wait for that. But Mr. Bostwick, 49 years ago, when you said yes to being a part of this production, did you ever picture that it would be what it's become today?
Oh, no, how could you? I mean, because this kind of movie, there was never any of these interaction movies where an audience basically took over the night and used the film as just a jumping off point for their insanity, for them acting up and their sort of mild narcissism, which everybody in that audience, if they're yelling things, they think that they're more clever than us on film, and in many ways they are, because we're not making fun of ourselves. We're just making a movie with a lovely sort of a sex farce takeoff on those horror movies of the 50s. But it's become not just a rite of passage for youngsters, but it's also I think people who might be very quiet, closeted people, and I don't mean sexually, but I mean like socially closeted. They go there and they feel that they can act up, act out, scream, throw things that they don't feel like it's possible to do in real life. It's just we throw this weird party that people walk out going, well, that was a weird party, but man, did I have fun.
But clearly, for 3 generations, people love it and they know it like the back of their hand. So throughout the years, what are some of those weird but also very amazing things that you've heard from fans, especially the younger ones, about what this film means to them?
Well, I think a lot of them are astonished that they're loving something that their fathers and mothers and grandfathers and grandmothers loved, because any young new generation, the music changes, the styles change, the clothes change. But I think that this movie was such a basic, almost garage band kind of rock and roll. I mean, Richard O'Brien says it's a 3-chord musical that he made, and he's right. I mean, it is music that is so simple yet so energetic and so catchy, that I think that's why every generation can find something in it that just strikes them to the core of, well, that's rock and roll, damn it. Maybe it was just a fun movie, but now it's part of a movement. Was in the beginning part of a movement. And what is it? Frank says, don't get strung out by the way I look. Don't judge a book by its cover. And that's really goes right along with the themes of don't dream it, be it.
Well, lastly, Mr. Bostwick, 49 years in the making. Just like you said, it's not a movie, it's a movement. And as it moves forward, what do you want the legacy to look like in the next 49 years?
Accept our differences. And I think that's really what this movie is about. It's accepting our differences. And if we can go forward And I asked the audience at one point, would you keep this light lit for another 49 years? So that the what it has become will continue to, I think, affect the next generations.
Well, thank you so much. And of course, you can join Barry Bostwick and see the original and unedited version of the Rocky Horror Picture Show tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Tickets can be purchased at whartoncenter.com. And of course, we'll see you then.